The alien woman lives in my mountain cabin. When she saw me, she hid. I wasn't supposed to be home. My mountain cabin, tucked high in the Rockies and miles from the nearest town, had been empty for months. I left it stocked, weathertight, and isolated, just the way I liked it. It was my place to disappear when the world got too loud. But when the power company called about irregular usage, I thought maybe a bear tripped the backup system again. So I came up, and I was not expecting her. The first sign was a smoke, thin and silvery, rising from the chimney. Not the thick plumes of a fire gone wild, but steady, controlled. Someone was tending the hearth. I pulled my truck up the winding path and killed the engine. Everything was too quiet. No wind, no birds. Just the crunch of my boots on frost as I approached the porch. The door was closed, locked, just like I'd left it. But the fire inside told a different story. I turned the key, stepped in slowly, and froze. She was standing by the window, tall, statuesque, with pale blue skin that shimmered faintly in the firelight. Her eyes, wide and luminous, locked with mine. For a heartbeat, we stared at each other. Then she bolted, fast and fluid, disappearing behind the curtains like a startled deer. I stood there, stunned. What the hell? She didn't answer. I heard the faint shuffle of feet upstairs, the squeak of an old floorboard. She was hiding. In my cabin. I should have been scared. Maybe I was. But more than anything, I was confused. She didn't look dangerous. Just afraid. Alone. I set down my bag slowly. I'm not here to hurt you, I said, my voice low, calm. This is my place. But I'm guessing you didn't know that. No reply. Only silence. I glanced around. The fire had been tended. Dishes were clean. My winter supplies, food, wood, blankets, had been carefully used, not ransacked. Whoever she wasn't some wild intruder. I walked to the fireplace, knelt, and stirred the embers. You've been taking care of it, of the cabin. A soft shuffle above. She was listening. I don't know who you are, I continued, but I'm not kicking you out. Not in this weather. Just maybe come down so we can talk. Minutes passed. Then, ever so slowly, I heard footsteps on the stairs. She emerged from the shadows, her long limbs tense, her strange, beautiful face unreadable. She wore one of my flannels, far too big on her, and clutched it tight around her thin frame. Her voice, when she spoke, was melodic but halting. You're the owner? I nodded. Yeah, name's Mason. She hesitated. I did not intend harm. I believed the dwelling was abandoned. I required shelter. Clearly, I motioned to the couch. Sit if you want. You look like you haven't rested in days. She approached with caution, then sat, folding her hands in her lap. I sat across from her and asked gently, What's your name? A long pause. Then, Scylla, I repeated, you're not from around here. A faint flicker of amusement touched her lips. No. What happened? She looked into the fire. My vessel was damaged. I landed in the mountains. The cold was unfamiliar. The injuries difficult. I found this place. I hid. You thought I'd turn you in? Most would. I didn't answer right away. Then I said, well, I'm not most. Sayla looked at me again, truly looked. Her eyes were like twin galaxies, vast, strange, and searching. Why are you not afraid? I shrugged. Because you're sitting here in my old flannel, not trying to kill me. Because I've seen worse things than someone just trying to survive. Her expression softened. For the first time, she looked relieved. We sat in silence for a while, the fire crackling between us. Finally, I stood. You can stay as long as you need. Just one thing. Her eyes widened. What? Next time, maybe say hi instead of hiding. A beat. Then Selah smiled.